Hello, everyone, and welcome to Partner News Live. I can hear you laughing there, Shelly. Welcome to Partner News Live today, January the 14th. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Shelly, how are you?
I am fine. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
It was funny
So,
because when we first started,
uh-huh.
it's like we haven't seen each other in a while. We're like,
Yep.
pause. Oh, hello, everyone. It's a new
I
year.
know, I know. The memory's funny. The Christmas season seemed to go by so quickly for me. And then in this moment, I feel like it's ages since we spoke together. So listen, my first question: have you taken down your Christmas tree yet?
Well, thank goodness I don't have to take it down. I just move it.
To where? Where'd you put it?
So I didn't put a big Christmas tree up for the first
Good.
time, and I had a small Christmas tree that I put up during the pandemic, which really
Okay.
helped get through the pandemic in
Yeah.
my office, or as I call my studio now. Same thing, office slash studio. It's already decorated. It's only about, 3 feet tall, maybe. It looks really pretty. It has lights, all kinds of special ornaments, sentimental ornaments. And I thought, "Oh, I could just move that from my home studio into
Oh,
the living room next to the television."
fantastic.
And so that's all I have to do. I'm super excited about it. So yes, my
Fantastic.
tree is still up in the living room.
Well, we took down a tree and all the decoration on the evening of the 12th day of Christmas. So ours has been down now for a week last evening, if I remember correctly. So good. Yes, there we're finished for another year. Oh, but I bet you 2026 goes by really, really quickly. Listen, we have got Rick Remes from Lookout coming up in just a moment or two. But before then, would you like to take a moment to mention our sponsor?
Yes. And Neil, our sponsors are Team Texas, based very close to Dallas Fort Worth Airport. And Team Texas will arrange an amazing day out for you, your staff, or your business customers or prospects. David Starr is very knowledgeable of all the Verizon products and the services, and it's the best, or he is the best spokesman you could ever wish for. He and his lovely wife, co owner Kim, will create an event tailored especially for your needs and wishes. And as a Connect Us partner, they will give you a special price and fantastic service.
They're wonderful people. And of course, we had Kim with you and me and Rick and Melissa for our Christmas quiz. Yeah,
Yes, that was fun.
Christmas. That was a lot of fun. And if you want to go back and see if you missed it, silly people, if you missed it, we've got it in myconnectus.com. It's also on YouTube as well. Yeah, because there's no Verizon confidential information. So if you want to laugh and a bit of fun, the Christmas quiz is there from 3 weeks ago. Hey, listen, Shelley, while I've got the slide set up, I'm kind of lazy. Would you feel like going through maybe four or five offers that are still
Oh,
underway at
yes,
the moment?
I would love to do that. We'd love to remind you that Verizon also adds new content to Partner Marketing Builder every week. The content can be educational for your staff, or it can be flyers and brochures that you can email to your business customers or prospects. If you don't yet have an access, let us know and we will get you set up. That's all I have for now, Neil.
Fantastic, Shelley. Thank you so much. So, listen, waiting patiently on the sidelines right at this moment is Rick Remes from Lookout. So let's go and meet with him. Rick Remes of Lookout, welcome. How are you?
Neil, fantastic. It's great to see you. As a friend of mine says, I'm upright and taking nourishments. So
That's always good news, always very reassuring. Are you still on the north side of Boston?
I am still on the north side of Boston. I'll be heading up to the mountains of New Hampshire this weekend.
Excellent. And what in particular will you be doing?
I will be acting as working internally at the ski school, helping instructors with their ski groups since I broke myself and unable to ski this season.
Ah, okay, okay. So you'll still be helping out. Do you think you'll be able to ski next season?
Yes, I've gone through grieving, and I have accepted that I am not skiing for this season, but will be back
Okay,
for the next season.
okay.
For I mean, and Neil, just so you know, I mean, as you know, my side gig is I'm a ski instructor. I work with youth 10 to 13 years old. I put 52 days on snow last year, so this is a huge gap for me. Uh, Not being able to do one of my passions, but I'm therapy is a great thing. I recommend it to everyone on the call. So,
Hope, yeah, well, hopefully your recovery will continue from your recent operations. So you're in the north now. I believe that Gillette Stadium is down to the south side of Boston. Is that correct?
you know, yes, I rarely go south of Boston, but it's down that way. It's in Foxborough, and I will say, in New England terms, I'm a North Shore guy. I rarely go south, so
Okay, perfect.
I just head up to the mountains.
Yes.
So
Well, no, the reason I mention this is that the United Kingdom's the only country that's allowed more than one team in the World Cup. Now, by the way, I noticed that the news calls it the FIFA World Cup. No, it's the World
World
Cup.
Cup,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and the
I
United
mean,
Kingdom
so
for
it's like the game. That's the Michigan Ohio game. Yes, I went to the University of Michigan, so that's only known as. There's only one game. It's the game. So
I love it. I love it. But I mean, it just always seems that England, with its larger population of, I think it's 58 million, always qualifies. Little Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland rarely qualify. But for the first time in 28 years, Scotland has qualified. And I understand that two of the three first games, the Group 1 games, are going to be at Gillette Stadium, just south of where you live.
that's fantastic. I mean, there is so much of the UK influence in downtown Boston
Okay.
of the British. When it was a colony, it's neat to see.
I can't believe it. It's coming up on 5 years since you and I first met in person in Frisco, just north of Dallas.
It seems just like yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does. It does. It feels very recent, and everybody that was there, we had quite a number of our partners there, and they were very impressed with your presentation and your product at Lookout, and have been selling it ever since. But we've got quite a number of new agents that have joined us, particularly in the last 18 months, and I was hoping you could take some time just to explain to them in relatively simple terms what is Lookout, what are the main value props.
absolutely. And one of the things, just to share with the team, I'm an unreliable narrator. And the reason I say that is that I had my phone hacked, and it was one of the most horrible experiences.
Oh.
And and this is why I say I'm unreliable, because I was at a different company. I worked for a backup disaster recovery company in the
Mhm.
Boston area, and I was presenting in Toledo, Ohio, at at a venue. Got on the network and presented to the room. And I went out, checked my email, and said I did great, and went back in. And the next vendor's presenting, and the next vendor's showing all these SSIDs, and I'm
Mhm.
looking at them, going, "Wait a second, that's mine. That's mine." Going, "Oh my gosh, it's my parents' place in Scottsdale." And
Wow.
Neil, because you and I share the same barber, I could not hide the embarrassment. I turned beet red. Um, and I had all these weird emotions. I was angry. I was confused. I felt violated
Uh,
because I didn't understand what was happening, except my information was up there. So at the time, and this is obviously several years ago, I was on a rogue Wi-Fi network. Had no idea what a rogue Wi-Fi network was. It scraped
mhm.
my data, but more importantly, the company that I worked for had no visibility or awareness that my phone was compromised. So, because of that, what Lookout does is that we act like a bouncer at the door, not letting anything unsavory getting in.
Hmm.
But once you get in, I don't want to know what you're doing. I just want to make sure that you're not getting yourself in trouble. And so, at a high level, this is why I'm so passionate about it, because it's so rare in our careers that we can sell something net new that's not a Me Too product.
Mm.
I'm not, my heritage, I spent 12 plus years working at Juniper Networks. I was a network infrastructure guy. I competed against Cisco. It was a Cisco router or a Juniper router or an Extreme or whoever.
Mm.
But it was whatever your preference was. If you look at how people are consuming content and sharing it with their community, it's migrated to mobile devices.
Yes.
If you look at that, mobile represents over 60% of internet traffic today. And people have, and I pull this up just as a reference, have this perception, this I call it a myth. And what I mean by that is that there's really three myths versus uh, reality. And where I go with that is, let me just pull this up so you can see it with the three myths. And this is common, right? It doesn't matter if you're a small business with 50 people, large enterprise with 5,000 people. First and foremost, I'm not a target. It's not me. You might be right in that idea, but it's what you have access to. If I'm able to exploit you to get your credentials, the bad guys can then move within machine speed to penetrate that network.
Yes.
So traditionally we think about the four pillars. We protect the data center, we got firewalls, we got deep packet inspection, we got all that. But what we don't think about is what access does mobile have? Now there's assumptions. So one, I'm not a target. No one's going to talk to me. I'm fine. The second is, oh, I'm on OS or I'm on Android. They're really good. I've lost count how many security updates I've had on my iOS since since Apple came out. And there's these things called common vulnerabilities and exposures that take over the command and control of the phone.
Yes.
But the biggest point is people think MDM, my mobile device manager, my Intune, my Moz, my Avanti. I'm secure because I got device management. All of these, where you're seeing the attack surface evolving, is going around social engineering and generating activity to get an emotional response to get your credentials.
Yes.
I was recently I was with Verizon doing a customer meeting, and they were doing a briefing on Verizon's data breach investigation report.
Hmm.
And they mentioned, they're talking about ransomware and how one of the big things is one of the shift that came out is it doesn't matter if you're a large enterprise or a small business, everyone is fair game. And you're seeing nation states going after large enterprises, sometimes organized crime going after small or nation states as well. And if you think of it kind of going and click down about this, why? Because it's profitable. If cyber crime was an country, the GDP would be number three behind the United States and China at $10 trillion.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I read that stat. I like went, wait, did I read that correctly? So, and I was like, whoa, I did. And I think the big thing is around that is you don't get shot at, and I make money. The enterprises today and small businesses,
Yeah.
it's a bank. Um, I had a buddy of mine. I mountain bike a lot. He says, so he asked me, what do you do? I told him it's in cybersecurity around mobile. And he said, Oh, we got hacked. I'm like, tell me more. I was like an ambulance chaser. I was kind of embarrassed myself. And one of the shifts that we're seeing is how do we the rise of AI and targeting human error. So what's happening is that it's much more targeted. I am pulling in profiles. I'm pulling in research, leveraging AI to get what you like on your socials and where else are you been on your LinkedIn profile, Facebook. What makes Neil tick?
Mm.
Well, obviously, World Cup is
Yes.
yes. Neil, congratulations! You won the lottery.
Yes. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fall for. You're right. I'd be so emotional. I would instantly, fall for it and not even think for a moment this could be a con job.
Right, because and that's the shift that we're seeing. It's no longer a Nigerian prince. I need $60,000 and I'm going to reward you and everything. It is, you got your World Cup tickets.
Mm.
I mean, it happened with, and that is the shift that we're seeing is, and when I talk what you just shared there, when we talk about social engineering, the outcome that we're looking at is generating an emotional response. That emotional response, it could be yay, or it could be wait, there's something wrong with my kids at my school down the street. I
Yes.
got to run and go pick them up
Here is urgency. Yes, we've got to. Yeah, this is urgent. We've got to deal with it right now.
right now. In that sense of urgency, I mean, people click on a text within 90 seconds versus an email of 90 minutes. It's almost Pavlovian
Yeah.
to you get the text, you look at it. I mean, I had it with just a simple phone bill. I said you had a credit. Um, you want to fix it, you get it, you're done. It's transactional. It's like hitting a slot machine. You know it's done. You already know what the outcome's going to be. It's great. You feel like you've accomplished something.
Yes.
So, rolling way back, when I was talking when we had the data breach investigation report briefing, they
Hmm.
mentioned a breach in the UK with a retail giant that you're familiar with. I think familiar
Marks
with.
and Spencer. Yes.
Yes. What's the nickname? Marks and Sparks. I'm trying.
Marks and Sparks is the nickname. Yes.
And it started with it was I was at the briefing and they mentioned the ransomware component. I said, wait a second, did you know that was mobile? The breach started at mobile, and it was through MFA fatigue. Reset your password, reset your password, reset your password. Oh, for God's sake, leave me alone. I'll reset my password. Thank you very much. You're the best. I'm in. That's how that ransomware started, was through MFA fatigue. It was done by an organization called Scattered Spider. I love all the bad guys' names because they're so clever. So it's like,
They've got their own brands these days, haven't they?
yeah,
I'm
they
like,
really do. It's like, oh, Scattered Spider sounds cool. Um,
yeah.
it's the Scattered Spider is the same group that uh, shut down MGM and Caesars
Mhm.
and targeting mobile impersonation and so forth. What so this so what I brought that up going, this is how bad guys are getting in. What do you have for security? Going back to the three myths of, I'm not a target, I got a good OS, or I have an MDM. There's a false sense of security. MDMs are great, you need them. It's for policy and management. But the question is, what does it do for security?
Yeah.
And the feedback will be, well, I can wipe the device. Cool. How do you know if the device is compromised? And so I wrote an article about stealth mode. And the whole idea is I don't care about the point of entry as a bad guy. How do I get into the network? How do I penetrate your security architecture? And it's becoming very well known that mobile is a gap. It's a perception that I'm secure because of the three myths that I mentioned,
Hmm.
and that once I'm in, then that enables me to migrate and deliver the payload. uh, the going back to Verizon's DBIR report, they said usually each ransomware attack, on average, 32 days until it's discovered. A breach is they after 30. I'm hanging out in your house for 32 days, and it's not discovered until the payload is executed.
Yeah.
So how do we have these conversations? Everyone needs phones. That is the primary form of communication. The question goes to, what do you got for what? Do you want your phone secure? What are you doing for it? Well, I trust my employees. Oh, that's good. You know.
Oh dear. So, Rick, I mean, I just want to remind everybody that we covered here, Shellie and myself, we covered the DBIR report just last fall. We still have copies of it. Just let us know if you'd like us to send you all a copy of it. You mentioned just a moment or two ago, Rick, as well, that Lookout can be ordered via the bus. And of course, if you have any difficulties at all placing order, get in touch with your channel managers here. But I want to put you on the spot. You've just given us, Rick, a lot of really good information that our partners could use when talking with their prospects and with their existing customers. But I mean, if I can ask you just to cherry pick out, just to grab their attention in the moment, if the prospect or existing customer's in a hurry and only has a few minutes, what would you lead with? What would you recommend that our partners lead with to catch their attention and pique their interest?
I would say, are you seeing a rise of phishing via SMS?
And everybody is, yes.
Soon someone puts it, that is it. It's like, new employee. Hey, I'm now working at Indiana Sign. Well, I'm going to ping them right now because they just gave me details. Congratulations! It's part of your HR package. We give you this. Boom.
Yeah. I'm getting SMS spoofed texts all the time, every day, probably half a dozen to a dozen times a day. And it's long time no see, Neil. Yeah. Or how about dinner? Or it's been a while. How are you doing? Stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds like a close friend that knows you. Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, that's so and so. I just saw them last week. Yeah. So there's this emotional response, to paraphrase you once again, right? There's this oh yeah, it's probably that young lady who was interested in, or it's one of my best mates. It's been a while since we've gone for a beer. So we're going to respond. Sometimes we're going to respond without thinking, without really
Yes.
logical. Yeah,
16%.
incredible, incredible. Listen, Rick, it's been too long. Let's have you on again real soon, okay? And we can talk some more.
I look forward to it, Neil, and good luck on the lottery. I'm really hoping for you
Thank
and your
you.
son.
Well, Shellie, fantastic seeing Rick Remes again after all this time. Most interesting that he is able to link the DBIR and other ongoing increasing threats, particularly AI threats, to Lookout, and the fact that our partners, can sell to their existing customers and prospects. So, keep watching this space. And if you need more information, speak with your channel manager. What else is happening this year, Shellie? What's coming up in
Yes, you
April?
have a big event coming up in Vegas. I like to call it the Vegas performance, or detailing detailing the channel partners conference and expo,
Ooh,
and
yeah,
that
people.
is through April 13th through the 16th.
Yeah,
You're invited to be a guest for Connectus Wireless.
yeah.
It's the biggest event.
Uh-huh.
I really feel like it's appropriate for it in Vegas because it's a big production and so helpful and lots of fun. Will they have the simulators out there again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've got an even bigger booth than ever, and it's in that prime position just inside the door of the antechamber.
Ooh,
So, I mean, we will be open from the Monday all the way through to the Thursday lunchtime. That's April, actually, that's April 12th, I think, 12th, 13th, 14th, well, whatever, 13th to 16th.
yeah.
Yeah, and we'll have two simulators this year and lots of guests. I think we're going to have somewhere in the region of 7 vendors in our booth with us. So please
Wow.
come
And
and
you're going
visit
to be
with us.
right in the door, so people can't
Yep,
miss
yep,
you.
yeah. biggest ever, shall we say, event for Connectus Wireless. So please come and join
Yes.
us. And if you're interested in participating as opposed to just coming and visiting, get in touch again with your own channel manager, and we will be happy to start negotiations with you. Okay, next time we will have some guests, two guests from Verizon Connect. That's 2 weeks today at the same time. Verizon Connect, of course, is asset management and vehicle tracking. And coming up very soon as well, I think at the beginning of February, I think it will be, we're going to have adaptive cloud security coming with us. So lots and lots and lots, Shellie, to look forward to
Yes.
in 2026. And we look forward to seeing you with us every second week at 11:30 Central here on My Connect as Partner News Live. Shellie, thanks for joining me again today. Happy
Thank
New
you,
Year.
Neil. Thank you.
We'll see you all next time. Take care.